look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to discuss with you in this reaction video, there is an outbreak of measles going through Texas. 90 cases reported across 7 counties, I believe, and there's some new cases in Houston down here in H-Town. And the reason I wanted to do this video because there are senior citizens who were vaccinated before 1968 who think they are safe. But according to my research, you're not safe. You need to go to your primary doctor, healthcare provider, and see what you can do about that because you might lose your life because of this case of I don't know why I'm about to say that. Measles come through here. I know y'all put a crash out on me in the comments when I said that. Oh my God, man. But I love it. I love it. But before I get started, let me go ahead and tell y'all, hit the notification bell. When you click the notification bell, go to the option that says all so that you can be alerted of all the new content. Because if you just hit the notification bell, YouTube by default will send you to personalized, which means they will personally select what it is you get to be made aware of, okay? Now, let me go ahead and get into this serious thing. Can you dig it? Hold on one second, y'all, as I put on your screen. Excuse me. All right. Now, check this out. Let's get it.
The measles outbreak just continues here in Texas. We've got new alerts in San Antonio, New Braunfels, and San Marcos. 90 cases across 7 counties so far. I'm Dia Wall. I'm an anchor here in Dallas, also a reporter, and I've been looking into the measles today. And almost 3 weeks ago, on February 5th, someone in Gaines County tested positive for the measles. Well, on Valentine's Day and the weekend after, that person went to Texas State University, the University of Texas at San Antonio, the Riverwalk, and then a Buc-ee's in New Braunfels. Measles is highly contagious, y'all. It spreads through the air, so an infected person can cough or breathe, sneeze, for goodness sakes, and really be a risk to the people around them. Now, if you feel like you may have measles or you have been in contact with someone who does, the number one thing you got to do is isolate, right? The symptoms of measles take 1 to 2 weeks to start to show up, and you're contagious 4 days before you ever see a rash or have those other symptoms, whether that's a cough, the fever, runny nose, like kind of red, watery looking eyes. It can really be a mess. So you can be
Ladies and gentlemen, I was not aware of that when it comes to measles. I didn't know that you could be, contagious 4 days before you begin to show symptoms. Now, I was a military man, right? I have to check and see if I got my shots because I believe when I was a child, I was getting vaccines for different things. And I know they give you 1,000 shots before you join the military. So I don't even know what my status is with that vaccine. But I would encourage everyone who's listening to me to go get looked at and check into this matter, especially if you're an older person in Texas, any place in Texas, or if you're intending to visit Texas. You better do some research right quick because this is a big thing right now. Can you dig it? Now let's go back to what she was saying.
Whether that's a cough, the fever, runny nose, like kind of red, watery looking eyes, it can really be a mess. So you can be a risk to others before you have any physical symptoms. And those symptoms can sometimes look like the flu. We know that's running rampant out there, right? It's super risky, the measles is, for kids 5 and under. In fact, I talked to a doctor at Children's Health in Plano, and they tell me most of the hospitalizations right now are our youngest children. They also said that the best defense is the vaccine. The measles, mumps, rubella vaccine is given to kids 12 to 15 months for the first dose, and then 4 to 6 years old for the second dose. Again, we're set to get some new numbers from Texas state health officials on Tuesday of where we stand with measles cases. But right now, stay informed, protect yourself, and we'll keep you updated.
That's some good information. Excuse me. Now, before I show you a doctor who comes on who tells you that if you've been vaccinated before 1968, that you may be in danger of possibly, losing your life to measles, I'm gonna play a couple other clips before her. Excuse me. These allergies kicking my ass, y'all. The weather been going up and down out here. I've been struggling with these allergies, man. You have no idea, man. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this on the screen. And I want y'all to check out what you're about to hear, man, about how bad it is out here right now. West Texas, in a way. And this is not West Texas, but it gives you an idea. Let's get it.
We have some breaking news right now. The ongoing measles outbreak in West Texas has officially become one of the worst in nearly 30 years, growing to 48 cases. In a new press release, state officials are now saying that those who have been infected are either, quote, unvaccinated or their vaccination status is unknown. 13 people have officially been hospitalized as a result of this terrible measles outbreak. The epicenter of the outbreak is in Gaines County, Texas, in West Texas, but now it's spread to nearby counties in Lynn, Terry, and Yoakum counties. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. In 1996, there were 49 measles cases. This outbreak is now up to 48, and officials believe that it's only expected to grow bigger with each passing day. In fact, there are likely people that are infected that
I'm telling you, it's getting bad out here. Let me show you what's going on in Houston right quick. Yeah, so y'all take care of y'all health, man. There's always something going on. You may well just prepare for the worst case scenarios just from going forward, because lately everything been going on in this world, especially in America. Just everything bad. You know what I mean? So, anyway, want you to hear what this man got to say about H-Town measles. Let's get it.
Houston, Texas with measles cases, 2 of them bringing the Texas total to 92 cases. The biggest concern is the outbreak in West Texas, in which there are 90 known cases, as well as somebody who traveled outside of that area to the San Marcos, San Antonio area, which a list I put out of where that person traveled, just in case you wanted to know, in my last post. According to this Eyewitness News 13 article, Dr. Janina White with the Houston Health Department said the first person was hospitalized and recovered. The other person was monitored and is okay. Right now, the city is working to inform the public and working closely with neighboring health departments to raise situational awareness, as a lot of people, including that work in the health industry, have not seen measles cases. Again, measles, know the symptoms. Cold-like symptoms usually appear before a rash, including high temperature, runny or blocked nose, sneezing, a cough, red, sore, and watery eyes. Again, that is the update. 2 additional cases in Houston, bringing the Texas total to 92 cases.
Man. Now let me go ahead and get to the doctor who's going to tell the gentlemen and the ladies out there that if the older ones, the senior citizens, if you were vaccinated before 1968, you had risk of actually getting the measles because the vaccines wasn't as powerful back then, she claims. I'm putting it on the screen for you right now. All right, let's get it.
On this question of immunity, if you've been vaccinated decades ago, does it last?
So there is a very specific group that does have to worry about their immunity from vaccination. So people born after 1957, but vaccinated before 1968, that group is unlikely to have robust immunity from infection. And at that point in time, they were using less effective vaccines. So that group in particular. Now, there are other people. I myself have gotten boosted in the past because I work in healthcare, I've worked overseas, and I've worked in places where there was an active measles outbreak. So there are other groups who would also potentially benefit from a booster.
Generally speaking, do you think we should get reboosted? Because when should you get the measles vaccine?
So we typically vaccinate children. So between the ages of 12 to 15 months is your first dose. That's after the antibodies you get from your mom through the placenta and through breast milk have faded away, so that the vaccine will actually work. So there's a logic to when we vaccinate. And then the second dose is given typically at about 4 to 6 years. That, for most people, will protect you for life. 1 dose gives you 95% vaccine effectiveness, 2 doses, 97%. It's not perfect, but it's very close.
But with this outbreak, should you get reboosted?
It really depends. So if you fall into that particular group, again, born after 1957, vaccinated before 1968, I think it could make sense for you. There are certain groups where, unfortunately, we cannot vaccinate. So people who are immunocompromised, we cannot boost you safely because it's a live vaccine.
What if you don't know? Your parents are dead. You can't remember what you did when you were an infant. I mean, you don't know if you're vaccinated.
I mean, the first step is still to try to track down those vaccination records. But if you're somebody like me who moved around a lot as a kid, that might be hard to do. There is no harm in getting an extra dose, a booster, if you're not sure. And that's actually what we would advise to do, as opposed to getting a blood test to see if there are antibodies. It's just get a booster if you're in doubt.
Well, I hope this was some useful information for y'all, for everybody that's a Texan, Houstonian. Y'all be safe out there and watch out for your health. Can you dig it? All right, now. Y'all take it easy now, you hear?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.